A manhunt is underway for two capital murder suspects, mother and daughter in Forest Hill. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. Police say 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jacoby Russell are responsible for killing a local rapper, Ronnie Sibley, and his 5-year-old daughter Monday at a car wash. Fox 4's Dion Anglin has the latest from police. Dion.
Hey there, Steve. The police chief here in Forest Hill says the search is on for the two men responsible for this double murder. The chief also called them cowards. Two suspects are now identified. And
all this news and all this stuff that's going on with little Ronnie and his daughter being unalive down there in Texas, you know, the country is outraged. And this story is going on all around the country. Everybody's talking about it, right? But one thing that's come out now about these suspects, right, is their criminal history, right? These are young guys, but they have very extensive criminal history. And what I'm wondering is, why was these guys on the street in the first place? I mean, these guys are bad dudes, bad dudes. These two guys, Jacoby Russell and Adonis Robinson, are not good guys. Let's get to the first guy, right? Jacoby Russell. In January 2023, Fort Worth police arrested Russell for assault on a pregnant person, right? Officials labeled the incident domestic violence. A grand jury indicted Russell for intentionally and knowingly injuring the woman by striking, scratching, and dragging her with his hand, according to documents. So this guy like already starting off beating up women. So like, listen, Russell pleaded guilty to the charge in 2023. In exchange for his plea, Judge Elizabeth Beach deferred Russell's adjudication of guilt for 3 years and placed him under community supervision. As a condition of the agreement, Russell could not break any laws or possess a firearm. He would have to enroll in a battery prevention program and perform community service, right? However, prosecutors' filing indicates that Russell failed to take the classes, tested positive for a controlled substance twice, and failed to pay the court order fees, right? So this guy was wilding out, right? Now, look, watch this. In December of 2023, police arrested Russell for shooting and injuring a man in Fort Worth. Wow. Authorities charged him with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Again, prosecutors struck a deal with Russell. He accepted responsibility for the shooting and pleaded guilty to a lesser misdemeanor charge in January 27, 2005. So he just pleaded guilty. He just pleaded guilty this year to that shooting before this incident happened. I'm gonna tell you right now, if he was in a Commonwealth state of Pennsylvania, he'd have been out of here. He'd have been gone. He'd already been upstate already. Judge Beach extended Russell's community supervision term by 1 year and ordered him to serve a year-long labor detail sentence. Inmates enrolled in Terrence County Labor Detail Program can work off this sentence in lieu of going to jail. She ordered Russell to report to the sheriff's office for at least once each week, beginning January 31st, 2025. Man, I don't know what they doing down there in Texas, man. Court records indicate Russell did not complete his duties. In Pennsylvania, he'd have been gone. Commonwealth don't play. You're out of here. On February 11th, Beach issued a warrant for Russell's arrest and ordered his confinement in jail for the remainder of his sentence. On February 18th, Beach recalled that arrest warrant. It's not clear whether police located him and took him into custody. Man, this thing, right? So then we get to the shooting. The shooting in Forest Hill occurred March 3rd. Russell was also convicted of a misdemeanor gun charge in 2022. Man, like this thing gets real crazy and sad, man. Like, it's no way in the world you could be arrested all those times where up north, up here where I'm from. He'd have been doing 10 years already. He already had a battery charge. Then he had a misdemeanor gun charge in 2022. He'd have been out of here. And see, up here, listen, Get locked up in Pennsylvania or Virginia, these Commonwealth states. Watch what happened to you. These are the worst states to be arrested for murder or any kind of stuff because they don't give you numbers. It's automatic life. That's it. You're out of here. You're out of here. Strike out, right? So then we get to Adonis Robinson. And this guy, man, oh my God. This dude, 24 years old, right? Adonis Robinson, 24, also has a criminal record. Arlington police arrested Robinson in October of 2018. They charged him with unlawfully carrying a weapon, evading arrest, and failure to identify. A grand jury declined to pursue the evasion charge, and prosecutors dropped the weapons charge when they convicted Robinson of a misdemeanor failure to identify. Right? Watch this, y'all. In 2019, Fort Worth police, now this is in Fort Worth, so he already got locked up and he already got in trouble in Arlington. Now he's in Fort Worth. Fort Worth police arrest Robinson for attempted essay assault. At the time, investigators told WFAA Robinson attacked a 55-year-old woman who was jogging near Marine Creek Lake. He tried to, her pants down, police said, but a bystander heard calls for help and scared Robinson off. Wait a minute. This man tried to make a move on a 55-year-old woman in 2018. A bystander heard her cries for help. Now watch this. A grand jury indicted Robinson in September 2019. He spent more than 2 years in jail for the crime, and a judge ordered him to annually register as an essay offender for 10 years. Court records indicate Robinson also violated community supervision conditions and at least once failed to appear in court. So we already know that this guy was already psychologically warped. This guy tried to harm an elder woman. But somehow he was freed after 2 years. Man, this thing is... In May 2022, Robinson failed to complete his essay offender registration. He'd have been gone in Pennsylvania. Fort Worth police arrested Robinson in June 2022. He pleaded guilty to felony for failing to comply with essay offender registration requirements. A judge sentenced him to 1 year in state jail. Right? Man, these guys, this stuff is scary. I don't know what's going on with that judge down there. I don't understand. So he had a firearm charge. Then he basically caught a you know what charge on a woman, right? Did 2 years. He only got 2 years for this. In the state of Pennsylvania, that's a minimum 10 years. Minimum. And we talking about minimum 10 years. And then if they would allow him to do 2, you come out and don't comply, you're gone. His point system would have went through the roof. He'd have been out of here, right? But the sad part is with the so-called person that's in the presidential office right now, what this is going to do now is there's a lot of brothers trying to get out on parole. There's a lot of brothers doing a good time. A lot of that stuff is going to be taken away because of this kind of stuff. Because now what they're going to do is exacerbate and put these type of crimes on TV. They're going to say we got to be tough on crime. And so many people are going to be affected by this because one judge just failed to do her job on simple cases. Everybody's case is not the same, but what they're going to do is put mandates for everybody. So now it's just, man, this thing ready to get real goofy and real crazy.